A business spends thousands of dollars on Google Ads to get the phone to ring. And the phone rings, but that's not the problem. The problem is that nobody answered. That's not a hypothetical. That's happening right now across almost every industry at a rate that most business owners have no idea about. Let's look at the numbers. Bank and lenders miss 49% of their inbound calls. Insurance companies miss 39%. Dental practices miss 27%. The home services, the plumbers, the HVAC guys, the contractors miss 27%. And these aren't spam calls. These are people who already decided they wanted to buy. They passed every filter. They clicked the ad. They found the number. They called and nobody picked up. That's a shame. One automotive company analyzed their numbers just on Google Ads alone, not total marketing spend, just Google. They were losing 53,000 a month to unanswered calls. That's it, every single month. So what's the real problem here? Here's what makes this interesting, and this is the part most people miss. This isn't a staffing problem. You can just hire more people to answer phones 24/7, follow up instantly, qualify every lead, book every appointment, and never have a bad day. Well, that's just a dream. You know it. That doesn't scale and it's expensive. So, this is more of a systems problem. For decades, the only solution businesses had was an IVR. Yeah, that robotic phone menu that makes you press 1 for sales, 2 for support, then puts you on hold for 11 minutes while playing bad jazz. That's deep all days. Nobody likes it. It doesn't solve anything. It just moves the problem around. Now we live in a day where we have the solution. What has changed and why this moment is different is that AI can now hold a real conversation, not a scripted decision tree, not press 1 or 2, a real back and forth conversation that understands context. It's not 2024. We have very realistic voices. It answers questions, qualifies the leads, and books the appointment. In real time, yes, at 2 a.m. on a Sunday without a salary. What's the opportunity that we have ahead and why I have decided to go all in with voice AI agents is that the voice AI market was 2.4 billion in 24 and 24. It's projected to reach 47.5 billion by 2034. I'm not telling you that number to impress you. I'm telling you because it tells you where the adoption is right now. We are in the earliest stage. Most businesses don't have this yet, which means if you're a business owner, you have a window to get ahead of your competitors before they figure it out. If a client doesn't get an answer call, they will call another vendor. But if you're building a business service, an agency, or a consultancy, the businesses around you are sitting on a problem they don't know how to solve. And the technology to solve it exists today, right now. The gap between this exists and most businesses are using it is where the money is right now. So what is exactly a voice AI agent and what it actually does? Let me make this concrete because AI voice agent can mean a lot of things. So let me go straight to the point. Let me use 3 use cases. Number 1, inbound calls. Someone calls your business, instead of hitting a voicemail or a hold queue, they talk to an AI agent that sounds like a real person. It understands what they need, answers the questions about your services, qualifies whether they are a good fit, and if they are, books them directly into your calendar. Scenario number 2. That was no human involved, right? Lead capture, appointment set. Scenario number 2, missed call recovery. A call comes in after hours. Business is closed. In the old world, they leave a voicemail you listen to tomorrow, maybe if you have time. In the new world, the AI calls them back within seconds, picks up the conversation, and handles it at midnight if that is when they called. The data says that 68% of consumers prefer to call when making a high stakes decision. They don't want to fill out a form, they want to talk. Now you can give them that without a human on the other end. What is the scenario number 3? Outbound follow-ups. This works pretty well whenever the customer fills out a form or someone books an appointment but doesn't show up. That's a revenue lost. An AI agent can call, confirm, reschedule, and send reminders automatically, consistently, without your team spending an hour a day chasing no shows. So, here's the way I think about this. And this is the frame I use when I talk to business owners. Small businesses have always had the same ambition as large corporations. The difference was never talent or work ethic. The difference was infrastructure. And believe me, I've been in both sides. A Fortune 500 company has systems, documented processes, SOPs, things that work the same way whether the owner is in the room or not. Everybody has a backup. A small business most of the time runs on the owner's memory. Everything lives in one person's head. The moment that person is unavailable, a call goes unanswered, a lead slips through, a client doesn't get followed up with, right? AI doesn't just answer phones, it gives a small business the operational infrastructure that used to require a team of 10 to build and maintain. That's the real shift, not the technology, but the access that we have to operate that way. If you run a business, look at your missed call rates. Chances are it's somewhere between 20 and 50%. That's not a small number, that's a rounding error. That's a significant portion of the leads your marketing already paid for walking out the door without ever talking to anyone. So voice AI agents exist to close that gap, not as a gimmick, not as a trend, as the operational layer that makes your business work when you can't be everywhere at once. In the next videos, I'll show you exactly how to build them, which platforms work in production, which ones don't, and the specific use cases where the ROI is clearest. If that is interesting to you, subscribe. That's it. Thank you. I hope this was valuable. See you.